Flappers, thank you so much. And Lisa, thank you so much too. So, I am just coming off book tour. Wrote a book called Destiny Lingers. It's a romance novel endorsed by Dr. Maya Angelou. It's on store shelves, in Amazon. And it just blows me away that I am now in the romance business. How the fuck did that happen? You know, especially when I look at my own life. I'm like, where is the love? I've been waiting around for Mr. Right for so long, I've become the man I wanted to marry. And I'm serious. If you really think about it, I do all the things around my house I think a good man needs to be doing. Like paying the mortgage, taking the dog and the trash out at night. I mean, I'm the one who goes and checks out those strange little bumps in the night. I'm the one who takes me on exotic vacations. I'm the one who takes me out on romantic dinners and buys me a bottle of wine. I'm even the one who has great sex with myself. And I listen. And I take my time. I got that 20 minutes of foreplay down pat. Look, I had such great sex with myself one time, I went out and bought me a new car. Just like a good man should do. Yeah, looks like I'm Mr. Right for right now. But look, don't get me wrong. I know I'm a woman of a certain age, but I have not given up hope. I'm keeping hope alive for love. I mean, a miracle could happen any moment now. I'm just wise enough to know that there are two different kind of love stories. Heck, I'm writing them now. There are those love stories that start off, once upon a time. And then there are those love stories that start off, girl, you ain't gonna believe this shit. Like that time, I made one of the biggest mistakes I think you can make in Hollywood. You see, when I moved here from New York, I don't know what happened, but they started calling me the new hot cougar. Said I was the black Demi Moore. And dumb me, I believed them. And a few of y'all would have been in trouble back in that day. I'm just letting you know. I believed it. What do you do when you're told that you're the big cougar and dumb you believe it? What's the first thing you do? Well, you go out and collect a bunch of tenderonis. That's what I did. I got a bunch of them. I didn't know I could be that flexible. And they wore me out. I got in a bunch of trouble with them little tenderonis. Let me tell you 3 ways, girls, that you know you in trouble if you a cougar with a tenderoni. Number 1, you move them into your house. Now, you know better than that. But you know something happens at a certain time in life. Like, I don't know, you hit 50 and you just lose your damn mind. You know, I couldn't help it. Every morning I woke up next to an 8-pack mofo. What was I supposed to do? Something hit me. I thought he loved me. I know. They don't love you. They want the same thing from you that they want from their mother. Money and tits. And an occasional good spanking. Number 2, you know you're in trouble when you're a cougar with a tenderoni. When you move him into your house, you realize you've got blouses and pantsuits older than this little dude. I had a little cleaning lady come in and clean out the closet, to make a little room for Tender. And she cleaned out the closet and came and put this big old pile of clothes in front of me. And I said, well, what do you want me to do with this? She said, I don't know. But I called 1998. They don't want their suits back. I said, okay. Number 3, you know you're in trouble when you're a cougar with a little tenderoni. When you move him into your house, the first thing he does is change his Facebook status to retired. I'm like, when did I go from being a hot Hollywood cougar to feeling like a saber-toothed tiger with a credit card? I'm like, that was hard. And here's the other thing, too. No offense to young people, but dating young boys is ridiculous because they're just dumb. Cheap and dumb. I had this one guy who used to actually wash his pantsuits, his business suits, in the washing machine. And then dry them in the dryer. And then he would iron them with starch. And by the time I could see my reflection in his pants leg, I said, you know what? Wait, hold up. Listen, Tenda. I just can't do this anymore. I mean, you and I are going two different places in our lives. We don't have a lot in common. And let's just face it. Let me just tell you the truth. I could actually have a son your age. He looked at me with these big puppy dog eyes and he said, that's okay, baby. I got a mama your age. I said, get your shit and get out. And don't forget that PlayStation that I bought you. Get out of here. Now, I had to leave them alone. So then I said, well, why don't I just try to date people my own age? You know, this summer I had a birthday. I'm proud to say I turned 58 years old. Not bad for 58. I told my girlfriend, I said, I am so happy to be in middle age and doing new exciting things with my book out, doing comedy and stuff. She went, ha! I said, what's so funny? She said, middle age? How many people you know 116? I went, okay. Look, whatever happens, I'm in no rush to get married. I was married one time. A lot of people don't even know this. But I was married one time, a long time, 3 years. And it amazed me how quickly things went from love you, boo, to screw you. And my husband and I, we had a lot of sex, awesome sex. It just wasn't with each other. But I tell you what, when the love is gone, and many of you may realize this, when the love is gone, people get really mean. And the truth just comes out. You can't even hold it anymore. And I remember one time my husband said the meanest thing. He said, you know what, when I turn 80, I'm going to get me a 20-year-old girlfriend. And I'm going to bang that little filly every chance I get. And I said, oh, really? Oh, so that's how it's going to be. Well, I tell you what, when I turn 80, I'm going to get me a 20-year-old. And I'm going to bang that little buck until he can't take it anymore. And everybody knows that 20 goes into 80 a whole lot more times than 80 goes into 20. Thank you, everybody. And get Destiny Lingers.